Good morning, everybody. Gotta get my diction right there. Good morning, everybody. Lord bless you today. We're reading through Joel, chapters 1 to 3. Prophecy can be very confusing. And I think this is the reason why a lot of people like to stay away from it. Same reason I really don't touch on Revelation too often. And I don't go into much detail on Daniel either. Because prophecy involves a present moment that they're speaking to, a near future moment, and then a distant future moment. And as we read through Joel, this is what we find. We find these things. There's things for the immediate. They are about to be conquered and destroyed like they can't imagine. They just can't imagine. It's beyond their imagining what they're about to experience. At the same time, there's the prophecy that's given of the return, of bringing them back. 70 years. So it's a near distant. 70 years. Some of us, would consider 70 years to be a little more than near distant, but in a way, near distant. And then we're given prophecy of the end time when the nations will be judged. So you bring this all together, and it's like, wow, wow, that's a lot to try to figure all that out. The thing in all of this, though, is to remember, to always remember that no matter what we're experiencing, our Father is for us. No matter what we're experiencing, He never gives up on us. He never walks away. There are times that He will need to bring us through moments of discipline. When there has to be correction, we should invite that and say, yes, Lord, please. Whatever you see in me that needs to be corrected, please correct. Because that's wisdom, the wisdom to desire that, and then your eyes are open to it, and you're not surprised by it. So we have to hold on to that fact. That's more important than anything else. That He's for us, He's not against us. And if He's on our side, if He is for us, then who could possibly be against us? Considering who He is, right? So it's important that any time that we're facing moments of prophecy, that we hold on to this. I'm talking about personal prophecy that is given to us. Because all of us have experienced times where things have been said and it didn't happen. Now that is not saying that it was not His intention. That is not saying that that person is a false prophet. Because prophecy is also conditional. This is the whole problem that Jonah had with it, wasn't it? I knew you'd change your mind. He said it wasn't so much a matter of changing his mind. It's just the people received the correction. They received it. They changed their behavior. They repented. And this is what Dad wanted in the first place. And so, like when conditions are met, right? And so there can be things that are spoken over us that there could be failure on our part. There could be failure on somebody else's part who had a part to play with this. Things can be changed because life is fluid. It's a fluid thing. This is what Dad desires to do with you. But man, if you go out and decide to be rebellious and you decide that you're going to do it on your own and you're not going to listen to Him and you think you know what's best and you can accomplish all this, do you know what? It's not going to happen. It's not. You might be able to come up with some lesser form of it that probably will hurt people, damage people more than it's ever going to help people. But we have to be in a constant place of dependence, a constant place of knowing that just because He spoke it to us doesn't tell us to go out and do it. It's something that He's doing. He's doing it. Like Israel didn't orchestrate their return back to the land. Just out of the blue, suddenly the king of Babylon turns around and says, the Lord's told me to build Him a temple in the land of Israel, and I want all of you to go back and do that. Like, what? Who saw that coming, right? And there you go, a fulfillment of prophecy. They did not orchestrate that. It was all him. He did all that. So you got to understand this. When you're given some prophecy, and it might even be a bit confusing for you, there might be a bit of it for today. There might be a bit of it for a few years down the road. There might be a bit of it for 20 or 30 years down the road. You don't know. And part of the prophecy you may have been given where you are going to do your part in your child's life, that they will carry out that prophecy. So so this is just, take a deep breath. The thing that's important is to remember that he is for us. To remember it's all about him. To remember how much he loves us. It's about relationship. It's about relationship. And we need to receive prophecy in relationship. You guys be blessed today. Be encouraged. Be excited. Life is good. God bless.